not that bad.
It's a scrapey one.
It is a scrapey one.
We need to cut these two bad.
Let's put diff locks on before we end up getting stuck.
Stuck. Are we going to be stuck?
Yeah, it's just taking
a This is not appropriate for walking.
It's not appropriate for walking, you're right.
This is the worst trail ever.
It's not as good as this, is it?
Alright, that was easy enough.
That wheel's pointing that way. That wheel's pointing that way. I think I've broken something. With a broken wheel, I've just drove down that, so it's odd. Oh, it don't look bad, but it is. I just drove all the way down this. Trying to get an idea of how steep it is. So trees are growing like, so it's pretty steep. Just drove down this with one wheel attached to the winch to stop it turning. We've done 1 mile, or thereabouts, in 4 hours, which is nice. One yacht's on there. We're facing this way, and we need to go that way. So.
And the Touareg is broken.
Yes. One wheel steer round there. Just have to do that way. One wheel of the other way. He's here. We're out. Nightmare. Just get all this mud out of wheels. Right then, I've got to rate then at the end of the vlog here, because I weren't going to do this, because I never planned on vlogging it first place. But Sarah's mashed a bit of a video together of some bits, and yeah, this is what happened. So the track rod bent and then snapped. It's absolutely caked in mud, so I don't know how fresh any cracks or anything like that were. But I think it was my driving that's done it. Yeah. But anyway, we'll get it fixed. It's not a big deal. Tobe's going to do it now, and yeah, we'll be back on the road very shortly. Put the arch back on and away we go. So that's that. Turned into a very eventful day. Probably about 4 hours stuck there, maybe a little bit longer, but that's off-roading for you. George were happy. So the other thing that I didn't mention, obviously it weren't on the video, we were driving through some of the sort of fire lanes or forest lanes, whatever you want to call them. They were proper byways on the Trailwise app and what have you. Police pulled us over and told us we shouldn't be there, but we should have been. Said some gates should have been locked, but they weren't, and I think that's because sometimes they might shut them, but they weren't then. So unless there's a TRO on it, we can drive on it, which they weren't. And then he said we're going to get a letter, so we'll put a picture of the letter up. You'll be able to see it. But I'm not really sure what this means, because it's all pretty obvious. I think they're just telling us that they've spotted us, even though we knew that because they pulled us over. But anyway, I can see what they're saying. A lot of people tear lanes up and cause a lot of problems. That's not what we want to do, really. We want to go and enjoy them. But it did cut one of our days short. We ended up going to the campsite a bit early, but it is what it is. That letter needs to be filed in the B1N. Worry about it later. So hopefully this short video was more appealing to some other people.